Early in the morning.
What's going on, people? It's your boy Cam, Topical Juice, and I'm back with a Love Island related video today because Sherif, from one of the old seasons, I think 2 years ago, has come out and released a very, very interesting statement. And I agree with him. I agree. I've got interesting points on this whole Danny situation. Should he get kicked out? Should he not? What should ITV have done? What should they have not have done? Etc. etc. So I'm gonna get straight into this video, man. I ain't got no time to waste because I've got some stuff to do today, some exciting things in the works. So listen, hit the bell to be notified for me, smash that like button for me, it really helps with the YouTube algorithm, gets your boy's face out there and your boy's voice out there. Please hit that subscribe button, and if you want to support your boy's merch, it's in the description below, or tjmerch.store, you're done already. Now, cool. So the other day, I did a video on the new Love Island inmate, like it's in jail, housemate, cast, whatever, called Danny, the Essex looking or tattoo, what's it called, Ibiza weekender poster boy, do you know what I'm saying? That done there, yeah. And there was some controversy around his entrance because he used the N-word about 85 weeks ago, to be exact, right? And some people are saying, you know, he should get kicked out and this, that. Should he not? Oh, it was old, it was this, it was that. And they're comparing it to Sherif. Now, if you guys didn't know who Sherif was here, Sherif actually got kicked out the villa a couple seasons ago, right? Man actually got woken up, right? Man got woken up in the middle of the night by the cast, by the producers and that, backroom staff, woke him up and gave him the boot, right? So next episode, we just found out he was gone. We were like, yo, what happened? What happened to Sherif? And then they tainted it as well. They were like, oh yeah. I think ITV released a statement first saying, yeah, no, we had to send Sherif home. He did something that was against our policy and breaching this and breaching that. And do you know what he did? Now, I'm not excusing it, but do you know what he did? It was a joke. It was an accident, and Molly May wasn't even mad at it. But he basically kicked Molly May, or they were play fighting, and he kicked Molly May in the vagina area, and he called it a CUNT punt, I believe it was. So I'm gonna say it. I'll bleep it out, but he called it a punt. You understand? So he was a play fighting with Molly May, I believe, accidentally kicked her there and had a joke and said, oh, that's a CUNT punt, right? And he actually got woken up in the villa and got booted out for that. And he's actually released a statement now on Instagram because he believes that there's some double standards there. And I think I agree. I've got mixed opinions, but overall I do agree with him. So I'm just gonna read his statement out real quick. So reading the Shitty Sun newspaper, it says, Sherif Lanra sent packing in 2019 for saying that's a CUNT punt after accidentally kicking co-star Molly May in the crotch. He hit out at the decision to keep Danny in the villa, that is. The 22-year-old said, ITV have shown complete double standards when it comes to racism. They don't seem to care. A white guy has been allowed to apologise from inside the villa for using the N-word and carry on filming, whereas I was removed for play fighting and doing something by accident. The N-word shouldn't be used, and this contestant should be removed from the house like I was, especially after the England football team were racially abused this week. ITV need to set an example. I also reported a contestant, who I will not name, who repeatedly used the N-word as he rapped in front of me 2 or 3 times, and he was not pulled aside. It's really unfair, it's disgusting. A Love Island spokesman responded to Reef's claims and said, we monitor the islanders 24/7 and we have no recording of the use of this alleged language. At no point did anyone use that language in rap lyrics or any other time. We do have clear rules on the use of the language in the villa. Sherif also claims he has been given no duty of care since leaving the show. He added, no one has checked to see how I'm doing. All ITV care about is publicity. I think Love Island have milked this racism scandal to gain more exposure as people aren't watching this series. Anyway, I'm not going to carry on with that. The main point is the whole racism, double standards, etc, etc. So first things first, I believe none of them should have got kicked off. I believe Sherif should have stayed, and I believe Danny has the right to stay. However, if Sherif gets the boot, Danny gets the boot. And that's the point here. I believe none of them should have got kicked off. Sherif should never have got kicked off for that. Man got woken up in the middle of the night and got kicked out of the villa for that, right? What have I told you about producers and the backroom staff, how powerful they are? They have got the power to make sure that we never even knew that information. They had the power to never show that. They never showed that that punt. They never showed and they never showed that little play fight. They never showed any of that. They just gave him the boot. So they actually had the power to protect Sherif and protect the brand and protect the image and just brush that under the carpet like they always do. But they didn't. They chose to make an example out of Sherif and give him the boot. He had to apologise when he got home from England and this, that, really shaming Sherif. Right? Danny now, Yeah, I believe Danny shouldn't get kicked out for this because it didn't happen in the villa. That's my opinion, innit? You know me, I'm a rider for black struggles and black people and this, that, but I have to be real here. He said it 85 weeks ago. He didn't even know he was going to go on Love Island then. But the point is, yeah, him getting kicked out is one argument. Obviously, at his big age, saying the N-word at 23 and you're white and you clearly aren't, you don't understand, you clearly are ignorant, innit? So if you have the capabilities to say that stuff online at 23 years old and not understand how bad that is, obviously you're not a good person, innit? So you can stay in the show, but I hate you. Literally, you know what I'm saying? I hate you. If I was watching Danny right now, which I don't watch the show, but if I was watching Danny right now, I would hate it every single time his goddamn face comes on the screen because I know people like that. You know, clearly ignorant and doesn't understand how that's bad and this, that. Just apologize. He can just apologize throughout the villa, right? So I believe they both should have stayed. But if Sherif's getting the boot, Danny's got to get the boot. ITV have had a great opportunity here to really align yourself with modern ways of thinking or the right way of thinking. Well, I don't know why I'm doing like that. It is definitely the right way of thinking. If you're racist, that's the wrong way of thinking. You're a clown. Yeah, you ain't on piss. But ITV really had a good opportunity to align themselves with good values. Actually make a stance, make a stand. England players have just been hounded over the colour of their skin. So if you've got this white boy Danny using that N-word, right, ITV could have aligned themselves with the rest of the country or the right side of the country and said, listen, that type of language is unacceptable. Unfortunately, Danny, you're no longer allowed in the villa. But they didn't do that. They made their bed. Once again, ITV have proved they don't care. They don't care about nothing but money. They've never ever cared about black people or representation, or they wouldn't be throwing all the black people, black cast under the bus. Any opportunity they're given, they throw them under the bus, and that's it. It's proven. Danny's gonna come out to not a lot of support, boy. That's what I'm saying. He's gonna come out to a lot of grief, and so he should do, because his attitude stinks. And I don't watch Love Island, but my friend Nicole, again, check out Nicole Davis's YouTube channel. She was telling me about how he was G-checking Aaron and that, like actually sticking it on Aaron over the game that he's playing. That, like, bro, and that's the thing here. Knowing that he's used the N-word a couple years ago and now he's sticking it on this black guy, it doesn't really. If I saw that, wouldn't sit right with my soul. Yeah, I'm not saying he's definitely racist or whatever, but the fact that he can freely use that word and then he's kind of sticking it on Aaron, that just doesn't sit right with me. Because you never know what my man's thinking. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let me know your thoughts, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Do you agree with Sherif or do you agree with ITV? Could they have done better? Could they have done more? I'm definitely on Sherif's side. I don't believe Sherif should have got the boot, but I also don't believe Danny should get the boot. But if Sherif's getting the boot, Danny's got to get the boot as well. You know what I'm saying? So, but once again, it's just a normal day in the office for people like us. You know what I'm saying? So, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. Peace.